A honeypot in cybersecurity is a deliberately created decoy system that is designed to attract attackers. It appears to be a legitimate and vulnerable system, such as a server, database, or application. But in reality, it is isolated and closely monitored. The main purpose of a honeypot is not to directly block attacks, but to lure attackers into a controlled environment, where their actions can be observed, recorded, and analyzed. This allows security teams to better understand how attackers think, what techniques they use, and what vulnerabilities they try to exploit. To understand this concept more easily, imagine leaving a fake wallet in a public place with a hidden tracking device. Anyone who tries to steal it reveals themselves. Similarly, in a network environment, a honeypot acts as bait for hackers. Instead of attacking real systems, attackers are drawn toward the honeypot, thinking it contains valuable data or weak security. This approach shifts cybersecurity from purely defensive to proactive, where organizations actively study threats instead of just reacting to them. The working of a honeypot follows a structured process. First, a decoy system is deployed within a network. This system is configured to mimic real services, such as an SSH server, web application, or database. It is intentionally made to look vulnerable, for example, by exposing open ports, weak credentials, or outdated software signatures. When attackers scan the network, they identify this system as an easy target. Once they attempt to access or exploit it, every action they perform is captured. This includes login attempts, commands executed, files uploaded, malware injected, and even the attacker's IP address and behavior patterns. All of this data is then analyzed to improve real security defenses. Honeypots can be categorized into two main types based on their level of interaction. Low-interaction honeypots simulate only limited services and do not provide a full operating system environment. They are easier to deploy, require fewer resources, and pose less risk because attackers cannot fully compromise them. On the other hand, high-interaction honeypots are real systems with intentional vulnerabilities. They allow attackers to fully interact with the environment, which results in much deeper insights into attack techniques and behavior. However, they must be carefully isolated because if misconfigured, attackers could potentially use them as a stepping stone to access real systems. Honeypots are also classified based on their purpose. Production honeypots are used within organizations to detect and divert real-world attacks. They act as an additional layer of security by identifying malicious activity early. Research honeypots, on the other hand, are used by security researchers and analysts to study new and emerging threats. These honeypots help in understanding zero-day attacks, malware evolution, and hacker methodologies. There are several advantages to using honeypots in cybersecurity. One of the biggest benefits is that they produce very low false positives. Since no legitimate user should interact with a honeypot, any activity directed at it is almost certainly malicious. They also provide valuable threat intelligence by capturing real attack data, which can be used to strengthen firewalls, intrusion detection systems, and overall security policies. Additionally, honeypots can distract attackers, keeping them occupied while real systems remain protected. However, honeypots also come with certain risks and limitations. If not properly configured and isolated, an attacker could potentially escape the honeypot and use it to attack other systems within the network. They also have a limited scope, as they can only detect attacks that specifically target them. Attacks that bypass the honeypot entirely will go unnoticed. Furthermore, maintaining and monitoring honeypots requires expertise and continuous analysis. In some cases, there may also be legal or ethical considerations when collecting data from attackers. There are several well-known tools used to implement honeypots. Cowrie is commonly used to simulate SSH and telnet services and capture brute force attacks. Dionaea is designed to collect malware samples by emulating vulnerable services. Honeypot allows the creation of multiple virtual hosts within a network, making it useful for simulating large environments. To understand a real-world scenario, consider an organization that sets up a fake database server labeled Customer Backup. This server appears to contain sensitive information but actually holds no real data. When an attacker discovers this system, they may attempt techniques such as SQL injection or brute force login attempts. The honeypot records every step of this interaction, including the tools used, commands executed, and attack patterns. This information can then be used to block the attacker, patch vulnerabilities in real systems, and improve detection mechanisms. When comparing honeypots with other security technologies, the difference becomes clear. Firewalls are designed to block unauthorized access. Intrusion detection systems monitor traffic and generate alerts. Honeypots, however, take a different approach. Instead of blocking or just alerting, they actively engage attackers and gather detailed intelligence about their behavior. This makes honeypots a powerful complement to traditional security measures. In conclusion, a honeypot is a proactive cybersecurity tool that transforms the way organizations handle threats. Rather than simply defending against attacks, it allows security teams to observe, analyze, and learn from attackers in a controlled environment. This deeper understanding helps in building stronger, more resilient systems and staying ahead in the constantly evolving landscape of cyber threats. Thanks for watching this video. You can reach us through Instagram and Telegram for network interview guidance and mock interview scheduling. See you in the next video. Happy learning!